Hi, good morning my dear students. Welcome to your English grammar class. Hope you and your parents are well at home. Students, in previous class we studied about punctuation marks. So let's revise once again. First tell me, what are punctuation marks? Yes, my dear students, punctuation marks mean the marks used in writing the sentences to make their meaning clear. The main punctuation marks are full stop, comma, question mark and exclamation mark. Full stop is used at the end of the assertive and imperative sentences. Comma is used to show a little pause. Question mark is used after a question. And exclamation mark is used after the interjections. Okay? I hope the punctuation mark lesson is clear to you. Now, children, let's finish the exercises of punctuation marks. And then I am going to teach you comprehension and antonyms. So please open page number 109, chapter 27. Exercise A. Rewrite the following sentences by putting capital letters and full stops. So what you have to do, children, you have to write the capital letter and full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay. So let's see the first one. I met Richa at the post office. So how you are going to write? You have to start the sentence with a capital letter. Okay. So I. Can you see I? I is in capital letter. Okay. Then see Richa. Richa is a special name. Okay. Special name of a person. So Richa also you are going to write in capital letter. And then after post office you have to put the full stop at the end of the post office. So I met Richa at the post office. So I you are going to write in capital letter. Then Richa also you are going to write in capital letter. Then after post office you have to put the full stop at the end of the sentence. Can you see the full stop here? Yes. So you have to write the full stop here at the end of the sentence. Now let's see the second one. Sarita is an old friend of mine. Okay. So let's see how we are going to write now. This sentence also. Sarita is an old friend of mine. So Sarita, S, capital letter. Can you see capital letter? Since sentence start with the capital letter and ends with the full stop. So Sarita, S is in capital letter. Can you see? Yes. And then is an old friend of mine. After mine, can you see the full stop? Yes. So always remember, children, sentence start with the capital letter and ends with the full stop. Now let's see the third one. Chinese is difficult to learn. Here also see Chinese is difficult to learn. Chinese, C, start with a capital letter. Can you see? C start with a capital letter and after learn there is a full stop. Yes? Always remember, children, sentence start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Okay? Now let's see the fourth one. Miss Sonal is my teacher. Now here also see Miss Sonal is my teacher. Full stop. Now can you see Miss here? M. M is in capital letter because sentence start with a capital letter. So you have to make M in capital letter. Then Sonal. Sonal is a special name of a person. So special name of a person also start with a capital letter. Can you see? S in capital letter. Then after teacher, see the full stop here. Yes. So remember, children, sentence start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, and special name also start with a capital letter. Then let's see the fifth one. They still live in that house. Here also see they still live in that house. Now see T. Can you see T? Sentence start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So T also, can you see the T here is in capital letter. Okay. And then full stop is there at the end of the sentence. So always remember children, sentence start with the capital letter and ends with the punctuation mark. Punctuation mark means full stop, question mark, exclamation mark. Okay. So here, can you see the first letter of all the sentences? All are starting with the capital letter. I, S, C, M, T. All are starting with the capital letter. Now see here, Richa is a special name of a person. Sonal is also a special name of a person. So special name also start with the capital letter. Always begin the special name with a capital letter. Then at the end of the sentence, can you see full stop here? Full stop, full stop, full stop, full stop. Can you see in all the sentence full stops are there? So always remember children, sentence start with the capital letter and ends with the full stop. Okay. Now let's see the B exercise. Rewrite the following sentences by putting capital letters, comma and full stops. So what you have to do here, you have to rewrite the sentence by putting capital letter, commas and full stops. Where you have, okay. Okay, then B1. Now let's see the first one. He drew the picture neatly, quickly and beautifully. Okay. Once again, he drew the picture neatly, quickly and beautifully. Now how you're going to write? You have to start the sentence with a capital letter. Okay. So H. H is in capital letter. Can you see? He drew the picture neatly. Then after neatly, comma. Can you see the comma here? Yes. So you have to put the comma after neatly, then quickly and beautifully. Then full stop. Can you see the full stop here? After the sentence, at the end of the sentence, can you see the full stop? So H you are going to write in capital letter. Then after neatly you have to put the comma. Okay. After neatly you have to put the comma. Then after beautifully you have to put the full stop. Okay. Now let's see the second one. India, Bhutan and Sri Lanka participated in the conference. India, Bhutan and Sri Lanka participated in the conference. Now, see the children, India is a special name of a country. Bhutan and Sri Lanka, these are all special names. Participated in the conference, full stop. So always remember children, special name begins with a capital letter. Always write special name in capital letter. So India, I. Can you see India, I, starting with I? So I is in capital. Then Bhutan also B, capital letter. S, capital letter in Sri Lanka. So these are all special names. So you are going to write in capital letter. Then after conference, you always remember children, sentence start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So after the sentence you have to put the full stop. Okay. Now the third one. Students study English, Hindi and science in secondary school. Students study English, Hindi and science in secondary school. So children, always remember sentence start with a capital letter and ends with the full stop. So here student, S. Okay. So you have to write S in capital letter. Then English, subject also you have to write in capital letter. English, your Hindi, then science you have to write in capital letter. Subject also you have to write in capital letter in secondary school. After secondary school, can you see the full stop? So sentence ends with a full stop. Okay. So always remember children, sentence start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And subject also you're going to write in capital letter. Like English, Hindi, science you have to write in capital letter. Now fourth one, we should include fruit, vegetables, milk and pulses in our diet. We should include fruit, vegetables, milk and pulses in our diet. So always remember children, sentence start with a capital letter. So we W. Can you see W here, capital letter? Then we should include fruit, vegetable, milk and pulses in our diet. After that, full stop. So sentences start with a capital letter and with a full stop. Now let's see the fifth one. They visited Agra, Lucknow and Delhi. They visited Agra, Lucknow and Delhi. Now see here children, here also sentence starting with a capital letter T. Visited Agra is a special name. Then Lucknow is also a special name of a city. Delhi is also a special name of a city. Okay, so Agra. Can you see Agra starting with capital A? Then Lucknow also starting with capital L and Delhi also. And then you have to put the full stop at the end of the sentence. So they visited Agra, Lucknow and Delhi, full stop. Full stop also. Okay children. Now let's see the C1. Rewrite the following sentences by putting capital letters, exclamation marks and full stops or question mark. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to again write the sentences by putting capital letters, exclamation mark, full stops or questions. Okay. So let's see. First one. Hooray, we have won the match. Now here see, you have to start the sentence with a capital letter and then you have to put the punctuation mark at the end of the sentence. So hooray. Hooray is the H is the first letter. So H. Hooray. Then here you have to put the exclamation mark after hooray because this is an interjection. Okay. This is an interjection. We have won the match, full stop. Now we also W you have to put in capital letter. You have to write in capital letter W. Okay. So remember children, hooray is the this one interjection. So after interjection what you are going to write? You have to write the exclamation mark. Can you see the exclamation mark here? Then after that W. We have won the match, full stop. So we also W also you are going to write in capital letter. Can you see? Yes. Now second one, alas they died in the accident. Alas they died in the accident. Now see here, alas is also a interjection. A, you have to write in capital letter, then after alas you have to put the exclamation mark. Can you see the exclamation mark? Then after exclamation mark, they died in the accident. They, T is in capital, you have to write that T in capital letter. So they died in the accident, full stop. Here also see A is in capital letter, then exclamation mark, then T is also in capital letter. Okay, they died in the accident, full stop. Now third one, hello, what are you doing? Okay, hello, what are you doing? Now can you see the hello? Hello is also an interjection. So after interjection you have to put the exclamation mark. Okay, you have to put the exclamation mark, what are you doing? Now hello means sentence start with a capital letter, so H will be in the capital letter. Can you see H in capital letter? Then what are you doing? What is also, W is also in capital letter. Okay. And what are you doing? Question mark. Can you see? Now, fourth one. This tea is good. Now here see the answer. Exclamation mark. This tea is good. Now A start with a capital letter. Okay. Then after this is an interjection, so you have to put the exclamation mark after interjection. This tea is good. Good. After good, full stop. Okay. And T will be in capital letter. Can you see children? Now fifth one. Hush, you will wake up the baby. Now let's see the answer. Hush, you will wake up the baby, full stop. Now see in this last one, fifth one, hush is in capital letter. Can you see? H is in capital letter. Then after that, hush, there is an exclamation mark. Because this is an interjection, so you have to put the exclamation mark after interjection. And then you see U, Y also is in capital letter. Okay. and then at the end of the sentence there is a full stop. Children, always sentence start with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. In first you have to put the full stop. Second also you have to put the full stop. In third, because it's a question, what are you doing? So you have to put the question mark in the third sentence. Okay. Now, this city is good. Here also you have to put the full stop. And here also you have to put the full stop. So always remember, children, and after interjection you have to put the exclamation mark. Just hooray, exclamation mark, alas, exclamation mark, hello, exclamation mark, and whose exclamation mark. Always remember, children, after interjection you have to put the exclamation mark. Now we have completed the exercises of punctuation marks. So let's start the comprehension. So please open page number 95, chapter 22. Chapter 22. Comprehension. Comprehension means ability to understand. Reading comprehension is an exercise that trains students to understand language. So children, it is an ability to understand, okay, comprehension. And reading comprehension is an exercise that trains student to understand the language, to train the student to understand the language, okay. Now, read each of the passages carefully and answer the questions given below it. So, here can you see the passage here? You have to read this passage, okay, carefully. You have to read this passage carefully, and then you have to write the answers of the following questions. You have to answer the following questions then. Okay, so first you have to read the passage and you have to answer the following questions, and all the answers you will get from the passage only. Okay, so first what we have to do, we have to read the passage carefully. So let's start. Morning walk is good for health. Morning is the most pleasant time of the day. Nature is at her best at this time. We should go for a morning walk regularly. Parks, gardens and other places with greenery are the best places for a morning walk. We get fresh, cool and clean air in the morning. Fresh air refreshes our bodies. A person who goes for a morning walk every day remains happy and active throughout the day. Morning walk gives energy to the people and keeps them away from diseases. It is an excellent exercise. So children, what you have to do, you have to read the passage very carefully, and then after reading you have to answer the following questions. Can you see the questions here? So you have to find out the answer from that passage and you have to write the answers here. Now let's read the first question. What is good for health? So children, what is good for health? Morning, what you are going to write here? Morning walk is good for health. Okay. Morning walk is good for health. Now let's see the next question. What is the most pleasant time of the day? So what will be the answer? Morning is the most pleasant time of the day. Okay, so what you are going to write the answer here? Morning is the most pleasant time of the day. Now let's see the third question. What are the best places for the morning walk? So what are you going to write here? Which answer you are going to write? Parks, gardens and places with greenery are the best places for a morning walk. Okay. So, what you are going to write? Parks, gardens and places with greenery are the best places for a morning walk. Now, let's see the fourth one. Which type of air do we get in the morning? What will be the answer? We get fresh, cool and clean air in the morning. Okay? We get fresh, cool and clean air in the morning. Now let's see the last one. Who remains happy and active throughout the day? What will be the answer? A person who goes for a morning walk every day. Okay? So, last question is, who remains happy and active throughout the day? A person who goes for a morning walk every day. So, you have to find out the answer from the passage and write down all the answers here. Okay? Questions will be given below. Below the passage. So, you have to find out the answers from the passage and write down the answers here. Can you see? First one, morning walk is good for health. First answer. Second one, morning is the most pleasant time of the day. Third, parks, gardens and places with greenery are the best places for a morning walk. Fourth, we get fresh, cool and clean air in the morning. Fifth answer, a person who goes for a morning walk every day. So, now we have completed the comprehension, and next lesson is chapter 29, antonyms. Okay children, so take out chapter 29, antonyms. Only antonyms. Okay, we will study only antonyms this time, and later on we will study other topics. Okay, first we are going to study only antonyms this time. Okay, so please take out chapter 29, antonyms. Antonyms are words that mean the opposite of each other. Now children, antonym means the words means opposite of each other, means opposite. Okay, in simple language we say opposite. Yes. Okay, so antonym means opposite, the words which are opposite of each other. Antonym means opposite of each other. For example, good is an antonym for bad. So, what is the opposite of good? Bad. What is the opposite of good? Bad. So, antonym is an opposite. Okay, opposite of each other. Now, list of antonyms. The following are some examples of antonyms. So, let's see the examples. Okay. Add. What is the opposite of add? Subtract. Antonym. Okay. Add, subtract. Bad, good. Big, little. Clean, dirty. Close, open. Cold, hot. Dark, light. Day, night. These are all antonyms. False, true. Happy, sad. Hard, soft. Heavy, light. High, low. Love, hate. North, south. On, off. Busy, idle. Right, wrong. Rise, sing. Sell, buy. Short, long. Sour, sweet. Start, stop. Strong, weak. So these are all antonyms. These are all antonyms. Antonym means opposite, the words which are opposite of each other. Okay. In simple language we say opposite. Okay. So antonym means word that mean the opposite of each other. These words are opposite of each other. Yes, these are all opposite of each other. So you can call them antonyms. Okay. We can call them antonyms. So chapter 29 is also Over. Thank you and have a nice day.